Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone? Good. All right. Who else is joining us? Maybe one more. How's everyone? Good. Yeah, nice. Okay. Well, we'll start off with our cars and then we'll do some nice, just gentle stretching today. So let's start off with our cars. So you're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to do our neck first. So remember, we're trying to isolate that neck joint. So we're going to push our feet into the ground, close our fists a little bit, bring the chin down to the chest, rotate, tilt, and come out nice and slowly. Then a few times. Once you've reached the center, you're going to go back the other way. A beautiful day out there today. Rotating around. If you feel like a little tight, make it a little less sharp in the rotation. Hopefully after a few, you start to feel it moving a little bit better. So let's do a couple of them. Make sure it feels good before we move on to the next part. Good. All right, let's do our spine. So hands across the chest, and then the same rotation. So hinge forward, rotate at the torso, start to tilt, come up behind, tilt, back to the center. Go back the way you came. So what was everyone sore on Friday? There was their legs, right? I think. After the week. Kettlebell swings on Thursday. Nice. All right, so finish up your last loop. And then we'll move on to our shoulders. Good. So remember this one, we're going to bring that palm. This time we'll come across the body, reach up to the top, find that sticking point, and then start to rotate that palm around from the shoulder joint to the side of the thigh, and then push it back, up, and around. Yeah. Smooth. It feels okay. Someone's waiting to get in. Didn't. Okay, good. Let's do one or two more on this side. Good morning.
Hi. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn my video off for a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Is it just me?
No.
No. No. Oh, okay.
Maybe put your, you're on mute now. Good. All right. And then we go the other side. So arm across, reach, go behind, making sure it happens just from the shoulder One side may feel a little bit stiffer. That's it. Push it back. Let's reach, rotate. Okay, let's do two more. Up, across. Reach, 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 rotate. Good stuff. All right, let's do our scaps. So, hands to the side, bring your shoulders up to your ears, retract, pull them forward and down, and then come back up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then pull them down the back. Good. Up and good. More. Nice. Now we'll do our hips. So we're going to come to the ground. We're going to do a gentle, so here you can lean back a little bit, and then we're just going to rotate one knee in as far as it can go, and then bring it up. That's it. Let's do a couple of those. Right, for one side doesn't want to incorporate as well. Just means it's a little bit jammed up. Good. Good. Okay, next we're going to go into our 1990. Okay, and then we're going to rotate. And then I know Karen, it's hard for you, but you're going to come as far as you can forward. And then you're going to come back up. And then you're going to open up the knee. And bring this one down. Once it's down, and start to just drop the other one. Come forward. Up. Again. Down. Torso follows. Forward. Nice and slow, not about speed here, about control. Good. Down. Rotate. Couple more. Nice. Then we're going to lay on our side, and we'll do our lying on the side carves too. So knees together, and then we're going to drive that knee forward, open up, push it behind, and then come to the center. We're going to push it back, open up into that fire hydrant, and then close it down. So nice control the side of the body that's on the ground. Keep it connected from the knee, ankle, toe, shoulder, arm. That's it. Right into it. We'll finish up a few more, two more. And then we'll change sides, and then we'll go into our passive stretching. Good. All right. Let's change sides. Down, knees together. Driving up, opening up, push back behind, into the center, bring back the other way. And those nice big circles in the hip. It's full range. Flexion, extension. Finish up this last one, and then we'll stand up for our first stretch. Okay. So these ones we're going to go for a minute, sometimes two. The first one we're going to go standing V stretch, so you're nice and wide, okay? And then you're going to come down to the ground that way. If that's too much for you, Karen, that way, I would go into the floor and then kind of rock back and forth that way, okay? So whatever makes you feel comfortable. All right, so nice and wide, come down and hold here. Yeah, just gonna hang, kind of stretch through. You can rock a little bit back and forth. Make sure your feet are parallel to each other, toes pointed forward. So you should feel a little bit of a stretch in the groin. So just keep holding here and try and relax with your breath. Too crazy. Should feel pretty good. Should feel a stretch wherever it's tight, so it could be higher up or lower down. You can go a little wider if you want to, go a little bit lower. There we go. Let's keep holding another 30 seconds. Should go a bit longer than this one. Good. Breathing. Good. And then come out of that nice and slowly. Good. All right. Next, I want to do the calves. So if you want to, you can go into this kind of position, have the heel come down. If that doesn't feel as strong, you can come into your downward dog and then lift up one leg, okay? And feel the stretch on one side, we'll hold for a minute, and then the other side. So whether you go in this position, because it feels more comfortable, then you can do that, okay? I'm gonna probably go into my downward dog, quite tight. And then hold here. If you find that spot, you just relax into it. I guess the benefits of that lunge position is that you can move a little bit wider, longer if you have to get that stretch. Down dog, you're gonna hold your body weight. Depends how tired your shoulders are as well. Just breathe in through here. Keep the knee straight. Okay, and that's going to be a stretch throughout the calf. If you bend your knee a little bit, it gets a little bit into the Achilles, a little bit lower down. Nice. Good. And then shake it out and do your other side. So switch it up. Just push into the heel, pushing into the ground. Toes, so the whole foot is flat. Stretch. Good. 30 seconds here. Through. If you're in that downward dog, push the hips back further for a deep stretch. Good. You come out of that nice and slowly. All right. Next one we're going to do is kind of like a overhead stretch. Now, if you have a wall, and if you don't, I'll show you the modification. But if you have a wall, you're going to bring your feet up to the wall here like that. And then you're just going to stretch your arms behind you. Okay. And if you don't have that, we're going to do our baby cradle. So you're going to come into this position. Right. And kind of hold that lower back into the ground like so. Okay. And then you can push into the foot with your hands. Now, Karen, you don't want to lay on your back so much. So I would go into my child's pose kind of position like that. Okay? Nice. But keep holding this. Keep breathing. Good. And we'll hold this one for 2 minutes. Width against the wall. Yeah, you're going to get your glutes or your hips close to the wall as possible. And the hard part is getting the hands overhead at the same time. Keep holding. Hold another minute here. And just work on your breathing. Nice deep breath in with the nose. Fill up that belly. And then gently breathing out through the mouth, with the nose. Good, feels good. Okay. All right. Ease out of that slowly. Next, we're going to go into our pancake stretch, but with a side bend. So we'll do it on each side. So you're gonna have your legs out like so. If you need to have your spine upright a little bit more, it's hard, you can put a block or a book to sit on. And basically we're just going to have one hand to the side, one hand behind, and then we're gonna reach this way, like so. Okay. So let's get into position. Here, breathe through. And try and open up the chest so it's not all closed up. And that elbow over the torso. And just relax into it. You should feel it all stretch on the opposite, or the side of the elbows up in the air. Nice. And ease out of that. And obviously we're going to do the other side. So reaching, so it's just breathing through. Up. Again, breathing a little bit harder here to bent over. Okay, just crushed a little bit, but just relax into it. Good. All right, ease out of that. Next we want to do a quad stretch. So you may need to get something for your knee, a pillow, because we're going to, if you've got the wall, you're going to use the wall as a kind of support. So here, obviously the knee, the closer to the wall, the more intense, this quad sweat, this quad stretch, sorry, can't speak this morning. Now, if we don't have that, just get something padded to the knee. And then we're going to go into that similar position, except you're going to try and grab your foot. Now, if you can't grab your foot, that's fine. So Karen, you may want to just have a flat back leg, tuck that pelvis under and just feel a nice stretch. Here, nothing too crazy. Yep. If you feel any kind of pinching in the pelvic floor area, then don't force it. Okay. So we're in position. We're gonna fold that. So here we tuck the tailbone under. And the closer you can bring your foot to your glutes, the more of a stretch you're going to have in the quads, which I think was tight for everyone on Friday, if I remember correctly. Sculpted. Going. Another 15, so a little bit of time to set up. then ease out of that. And we'll do the other side. That leg if you can. Push forward. Ooh, one side's tight a bit up there. Forward. Push the knee into the ground. Do that lengthening in the quad. For a second. Through. Then ease out. Now we're going to do a little bit of a track stretch. So if you can go on your knees, that's fine. I'll show you from behind. But if that's too hard, then you can kneel up or you can even stand up. But you're going to have this arm. So this is the side we're stretching. We're going to pull it down with this other hand. And then you're going to tilt your head that way. You should feel a stretch along here. So you guys see that? So this is the hand, my right side, pulling it down and then tucking that chin under and tilting the head just slightly. Yeah. And you can do it standing up if you need to have a break from the knees. Just as long as you have enough space for that arm to reach down. Good, should feel nice. And you want to be shaking with these. So if you're pulling too much, let go a little bit. Just let it sit there. Again, try and control the breathing. Nice breaths here. Not fast. Good. And then ease out, and then let's do the other side. So make sure that you pull the arm down. So you may be grabbing it at the elbow height or under the forearm, and then tilt, tuck that chin under, and tilt the head. So you feel a nice rotation. Stretch. Okay. 20 seconds or so. Holding. Okay, good. Ease out of that. Next one we're going to do is our pigeon. Okay. So Karen, if that doesn't feel good, so the pigeons, you've got one leg forward. Can't see on the video. One leg forward, like this at 90, and the other one shoots behind. Now, Karen, if it doesn't feel good, you can have one leg like this. It's kind of like a modified version for you. Okay. If it's too strong, yeah. And then from here, you would kind of reach across a little bit. You should feel a stretch on the side and also in the glute. Okay. So So let's hold this one. Sit. And ideally you want this foot at 90 and your hips to be square. Holding that. Hold it a little bit longer now. I'll do this one for 2 minutes, so another 30 seconds or so. And then change sides. Good, and then just ease out that. And we'll do the other side. So, yeah. It's like tighter maybe. Breathing in through here again. Let's see next. Sit. Tight. So today, if you feel like one side is a little tighter, then maybe revisit it tonight. The side that's tight and do it again. And try and get it loosening up a bit. Because that will affect lifting. It's too tight. A minute. But with the dream team, it's been nice and chilly in the mornings, and now it's going to get really hot. Somewhat is here. It's spring. It's on the same thing. Good. Okay. Ooh, he's out of that. Nice. Okay. Next one, we're going to go back to our pancake stretch, but we're going to come forward and then roll back. Okay, so Karen, you'll not be able to do that one. What can I make you do instead? Done that one there. I think probably the best one for you will be like a more passive cat cow. So tucking under, okay, And then just taking your time and pushing the pelvis back. Okay. Others, we're going to go roly-poly for a bit. Yeah. Okay. So, leaning forward and then back. So the cat-cows is trying to get that spine moving, Karen, similar to this roly-poly thing that we're doing. Good. Keep going. And Karen, where you feel like it's a little stiffer, probably be your lower back, to be honest, because of the weight in the front. Just spend a little bit longer tucking that tailbone under nice and slowly, and then releasing it back. You can even practice your connection breath when you do this. So with the connection breath, you're going to breathe in that position. Yep. And then as you blow out, you're going to tuck that pelvis out, yep, the other way, and then let it all go. Okay, so breathing in, letting it go, sorry, and then as you breathe out, pull the spine, hips back, and let the pelvic floor come up. Yeah. Keep going, ladies. You're not too dizzy. Another 20 seconds. And nice. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. That was fun. Okay. Now we want to do a little bit of a spinal twist. So we're going to do, what do we call it here? No name. So it's a crossover. So basically you're lying down, and then you're going to cross one leg over the other. You can have one hand pushing down on the knee and the other one trying to get that shoulder down. So you should feel a nice stretch. Karen, if you don't like that position, you can bring your legs forward and then cross one leg over if you can with the belly, and then rotate. So you're going to rotate the other way. Yeah. Is that okay on the belly? Yeah, nice. Okay, ladies. So for those of you lying on the ground, keep it like that and cross over. I'll do that for a minute. So keep, well, bottom leg that's outstretched can be relaxed knee. And then you can put a little bit of pressure on the folded leg, on the thigh, the quad, and the knee. And then try and bring that other arm out straight. Yeah. Good. And then rotate your head opposite to the leg that's bent. Just breathe in through there. Keep going. Keep pulling that. All right. And then slowly rotate and go to the other side. Good. Karen, you're going to bring that leg across. Yeah, as you can at the belly. Yeah, nice. I'll turn. And then hold that. So ladies, you've got less than a minute. Keep holding it, and if you get chucked off, then just take a nice couple of deep breaths, finishing off your thing. Yeah, well done, everyone. Hopefully the body feels rejuvenated. Yeah, rejuvenated for the week ahead. And we don't have the outdoor training next week, but the week after that, don't we? So that's going to be nice and spicy.
I say it all the time, but I just really love these classes. Like, you're right. It sets you up for the week. That's it.
Yeah.
So nice.
Thank you so much. Great work. Looking good.